place it live on YouTube. So when we no longer have to record to the cloud, just let me know and I'll stop that recording. All right, so for the record, today is July 27th of 2022. This is 8:30 a.m. Felony preliminary hearing calendar. My name is Gardner. I'm going to be the judge presiding over this calendar. I am going to call the names, and when you hear your case call, please make the appropriate announcement. Position 1, State of Georgia versus Tariq Abu Sabir.
The state's ready. And Judge, this defendant was part of a multi-co-defendant case. And this is one of those, and there are several, I think, on the calendar where I don't know if he has an attorney yet. Ms. Davis may have more information if there's been an attorney assigned yet.
Good morning. An attorney is not assigned.
And can you give us that name, Ms. Davis?
Tariq Abdus-Sabor.
She said an attorney has not been assigned, Judge.
Oh, has not.
Has not.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
From the calendars and the calendars, new attorney.
Okay. And for my end, Miss Davis, your audio seems to be muffled a little bit. Sounds like you're underwater.
No, it's not muffled, Judge. I'm just a little hoarse. That's it.
Oh, well, Miss Davis, you got to stop yelling at people all the time.
I'm sorry, Judge. I'm just coming from vacation, so that's the issue. So I'm trying to recuperate right now.
I understand. Position number 5, State of Georgia versus William Calloway.
Judge, we have not been able to reach that officer. And so if we can't get it resolved, we're asking that it be rescheduled.
And I would move to dismiss for warrant prosecution.
And that's your case, Mr. Rogers?
I'm sorry.
That's your case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will circle back around to that.
It's the first time on the calendar as well.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Freeman. We that cuts heavily in favor of Mr. Rogers. Position number 6, State of Georgia versus Andra Crenshaw.
Judge, that's the dismissal I sent you yesterday.
Okay.
No objection, Your Honor.
State position 7, State of Georgia versus Katori Davis.
The state's ready.
Good morning again, Judge. I spoke with Ms. Freeman a couple minutes ago about a possible 1-week continuance of this matter. I think she indicated that if the court was inclined, that August 3rd, which would be exactly 1 week, would work for the state.
There's no objection to that, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Mary, let's continue position 7, Katori Davis for 1 week.
And I was asking Attorney Florio, do you want August 3rd or do you want that following Monday?
No, ma'am. August 3rd is perfect because I would have a conflict the following Monday with the trial calendar. But if we could do August 3rd, that would be perfect. I would have no conflicts.
Okay, that's fine, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm going to grant that request. Ms. Florio, if that's your only case, you can be excused.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Have a good day, and thank you, Ms. Freeman.
Position 13, State of Georgia versus Deontay Guffey.
The state's ready. And Judge, he's also part of that multi-co-defendant case.
With no attorney assigned.
No attorney assigned. And is this involving an incident
Issue that happened at the jail.
in jail. And Ms. Freeman, I'll speak to you later about these cases, these types of cases, because I've had conversations with several judges about people not being assigned lawyers or not getting lawyers. Position 17, State of Georgia versus Charles Hill.
State's ready.
Rhonda Hill from Mr. Hill. I need to pre-try that with my client this morning.
Okay.
And Judge, also, I don't know if you're aware, for Mr. Hill, he has a lot of charges that aren't on the calendar. So we can go over those later when it's determined how we're going to proceed this morning. But there are a lot of charges that aren't on the calendar for him.
Okay. And is
So Cheryl, if we can.
well, we can talk about it later.
I'm sorry, Miss Mary.
We can go over it, I'll add the other charges.
Okay, we can do it in because I mean it's a lot.
Okay, we can, yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Position 18, State of Georgia versus Jalen Jones.
State's ready. Judge, he's also part of that multi-co-defendant case.
And also no attorney assigned.
Okay. Position 22, Joshua Jones.
State's ready.
Yeah, when I went to see him yesterday, again, he was still on loan. If I remember correctly, I think that was the situation last time, but they told me he was on loan.
I'm sorry, Mr. Rogers, I did not understand what you said.
He's on loan, Judge.
I went to see him at the jail yesterday. The last thing they told me was that situation last time.
In the jail, can you all put yourself on mute? I think the echo is coming from the jail.
I just wanted to.
No, I just put the jail on mute.
Okay.
Say that again, Mr. Rogers. I think when you sat up a little bit, I could hear you better.
I was saying that he was on loan, that the jail, when I went to visit him, they told me he was on loan. And I think that was the case last time, because I think I remember asking and they weren't sure. Like they didn't seem to have an estimated time.
Okay. At the jail. Can you turn your camera on? Do you have Joshua Jones?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay.
Let me call classification to see how long he's gonna be on loan for.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Position number 23, State of Georgia versus Justin Lane.
State's ready.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Justin Hill here for Mr. Lane. We're ready. If possible, would it be possible for me to have a brief conversation with him before the hearing?
It will be possible. Are you contemplating that there's going to be a hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And I just wanted to confirm, Attorney Hill, so you didn't want anything with a bond for him?
I'm sorry. We'll handle bond later on.
Mr.
Okay.
Hill,
Yes, Your Honor.
if you're sure this is going to be a hearing, what is the need to speak to your client?
I just wanted to ask him, maybe 2 questions, just run something by him. It was nothing as far as, I mean, if it's not okay, I mean, that's fine. I can do it later. I just wanted to just have a quick just convene with him before.
No, if you need to speak to your client for a purpose, I'm happy to do that. But if you just need to speak to your client, you have to understand that when you're speaking to the client, everything stops.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that. If that's the case, then it's fine. I can just do that. I wasn't aware that everything would stop. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Position 27, Cheyenne Lawrence.
The state's ready.
Rhonda Hill for Miss Lawrence. I need to pre-try that with my client.
Okay. Position 29, Sequoia Lynn.
The state's ready.
Attorney Hill,
My
Sequoia
apologies.
Lynn.
Yes, my apologies. Sequoia Lynn is going to also need to pre-try that as well, Judge Gardner. Sorry.
With the client. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Thank you. Position 30 is Tawny McCoy.
That defendant is out on bond.
Okay. Position 32, Bo Mosley.
The state's ready.
And Judge, I'm seeing that Kerry Thompson has been assigned to that case. He's a part of the multiple co-defendants too. Kerry Thompson is assigned to him.
What's the name, Ms. Davis?
Kerry Thompson, K-E-R-I Thompson, Thompson.
Judge, this is the one that I talked to you about yesterday that I was having a hard time getting in touch with this attorney. And we had the same issue the last time he was on the calendar.
So for everyone's understanding, apparently the number listed in for this attorney is coming back as disconnected. I saw there's a P.O. box out of somewhere in South Georgia. So I don't know what's gonna happen with this. We may have to end up contacting the state bar because there's a requirement for attorneys to have the ability to be contacted. Either it was a P.O. box that was on the state bar website, and the number, Miss Mary was not able to contact the attorney through the number. So this may be something that has to get reported to the state bar and to the Georgia Public Defender Council, because if you're an attorney and you can't be contacted, that is a problem. So we'll try to figure it out. Position 37, Montree Mosley.
Judge, we have been unable to reach that officer. If we can't get it resolved, we're asking that it be rescheduled. And it's the first time on the calendar.
Okay.
Rhonda Hill for Mr. Mosley. We're ready, but I just like to pre-try that with him as well. He has some new updated offers.
Okay. Position 40, State of Georgia versus Andrew Powell.
Judge, we've been unable to reach that officer, and so we can't get it resolved, and it has been continued before. But we're asking that it be rescheduled. We have not been able to reach that officer.
Hey, Yana, I guess I will move to dismiss, but I'm just in the interest of being, fully candid about the situation. It's been continued part of the time because we were trying to work something out, so I don't want to make it sound like it was on the state previously. It was by agreement, at least most of the times, if not every time previously. But it's the first time it had been read. And it was being continued with an agreement with an eye towards trying to get it dismissed pending another case's resolution, co-defendant. That just has not happened yet, so that's why it was being continued. But with all that being said, I'm still move to dismiss because you're the judge and it's your decision.
Okay. Do you think it would be maybe fruitful to speak to your client again today?
I certainly don't mind speaking to him about it. Like I said, because he's aware of the situation, like he's been on board with it thus far, because of that understanding. And like I said, so I don't want to overdo it, but I'm gonna always make the motion because I represent my client, so that's what I feel like I should do. So I'm always make the motion.
I understand. Position number 43, Stephan Torres.
Judge, that case is with a GBI agent. We haven't been able to reach that agent. So if we can't get it resolved, it's with Attorney Matos. We're asking that it be rescheduled.
Your Honor, I think it's the second time on the calendar, July 11th, and then today. So we'd ask the court to dismiss the case, Your Honor.
And that is correct. This is the second time it's been on the calendar.
Okay, I would take that motion up at the appropriate time, Mr. Matos.
That's fine, Your Honor.
And if we have not heard from this agent,
I'm double checking with my legal assistant as well.
thank you. Position 46, Jarvin Wallace.
Judge, that's a murder case with the GBI. We are asking that it be rescheduled. I spoke to Attorney Rogers about this. The investigation is still ongoing and the report has not been completed. And so we are asking that it's rescheduled, and I'm asking for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't have any real objection under the circumstances. I think that for the hearing to be productive, it wouldn't hurt for me to have some more information too. So I don't have any objection.
Okay. All right. Without objection, that case, State of Georgia versus Jarvin Wallace will be rescheduled.
Thank you, Judge. And Ms. Mary, do you have dates already where you're rescheduling? If not, if we could have August 10th?
That'll work.
Okay, thank you.
Position 47, State of Georgia versus Jamarion White.
The state's ready.
Judge, that defendant is represented by Kamisha Binns. Kamisha Binns, K-A-M-E-I-S-H-A. Last name is B-I-N-N-S. Kamisha Binns.
B-I-N-N-S.
S, yes.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Davis.
Welcome, Your Honor.
Finally, position 51, Kiana Williams.
State's ready.
On the Hill for Miss Williams, that one will be a hearing.
Okay. All right, so that completes my calendar. Is there any case that was expected to be heard that has not been heard? Oh, you did not hear the person's name call. All right. So, Mr. Matos,
Yes, Your Honor.
I am going to give 30 minutes for the officer on your case to be contacted.
Okay.
And at 9:30, if 28 minutes, if at 9:30, if that officer is not contacted, I'll entertain your motion.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Well, Judge, I will say this, because I asked my legal assistant about it. We still haven't heard anything from the agent on Torres. And so I'll give another update if you want in 30 minutes, but we still haven't heard anything from that agent.
I'm trying to give time. I understand the state has to do what they have to do. And when I say entertain the motion, doesn't mean I'm going to grant the motion, but we're going to get into the facts for me to be able to make a decision as to how I'm going